Okay, well, locals, we're here at Shanika's Pakenham. Joining us is one of the owners, Nigel. Nigel, thank you so much.
Thank you, Lee.
No worries, mate.
You know, I owe you an apology. Middle of service, we've parked the car and we came in. And
Cameras and all, straight up.
Yeah, and middle of service, we're talking 1:30, and we're like, nah, treat about your food, and he's like, guys, come on in. Give us a private dining area, shut the music off, and so welcoming, and it's so warm, so inviting, and I just cannot wait to see what comes out that kitchen.
Yes.
Now, we've been here many times, and we know we're not going to be disappointed. Nigel, again, thank you so much.
Nice.
Can you give a bit of insight about your background and why Shanika's?
So for me, look, my background was straight out of high school, handed my resume in at Berwick, you know, heard of an opportunity of working in the bar there and maybe going a little bit further. I was at Clover Cottage beforehand, which I was very thankful for. They taught me lots and lots. And then, moved to Shanika's, made my intentions really clear that my aim was to own a restaurant by the time I was 27. And, the guys took me under their wing, and here we are, 24 years later.
Yep.
I've been at Shanika's, pretty much grown up here, had my, married, met my wife through Shanika's, had kids, I'm just another product of Shanika's, like we all are.
Yeah,
massive.
Another ingredient.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right.
What I love about Shanika's, especially the Pakenham, like I remember when I first came over here in 2000s, going to the Berwick branch, or the Berwick site. But what I love about the Shanikers when I'm Pakenham is that before it was the building, it was grass. Mm-hmm. And then it was restaurants. This area, for instance, was a smoking area.
Yep.
So I love how
Outside.
it just outside, and it's always revolving.
Yep.
You're always innovative and you're changing. That's what I love about Shanika's.
Yep.
You know,
Well, it's a good old adage: if you're not growing, you're dying.
absolutely.
Time ticks, and if you're not moving with it, you're falling behind.
Yeah.
Hospitality is like that.
Sure.
It is ever evolving. How people dine, how people think of dining, how people think of going out. Compared to 10 years ago, is totally different. Then we had COVID. COVID changed a lot.
Yeah.
For us, it was it was a great experience to rethink how we go about restaurants and hospitality. So
was that when the pantry was
invented?
So that was our COVID baby, if you like, was the pantry.
And did that help you get through the tough times?
No, it was great. So look, for us, we'd always thought about doing it.
Yeah.
But it's the good old always too busy, right?
Yeah.
The pantry came about, and I'm really proud to say this. The pantry came about, we were having a partners meeting, one of the many's that we had to try and navigate through.
Yeah.
And the pantry was because we wanted to make sure, we didn't know financially how people would go. We wanted to make sure that our Shanika's people, our people who have looked after us for many years, could still have their Shanikas. Now, we didn't know financially, people losing their jobs or how it's going to be.
Yeah.
So we thought that the pantry would be an opportunity for people to still have their Shanikas in a bit more of an economical format, if you like, but they still won't miss out. And I don't want to sound cliche and corny and all the rest of it, but that's genuinely where it came from.
And you've nailed it. Like we've had so much pantry food. I'm gonna put it. We had so much food, but I'm left disappointed because when you come here, you know that you've been not only treated like a king and queen, you're left full. You're left smiling from ear to ear. The only thing about the pantry, you give it your best shot. And I mean this, you give it your best shot, the flavour's there.
Yeah.
The pasta's just not.
Yeah. Well,
it's not the same. And I'm like, ugh.
No, but I appreciate what you're saying there, because look, when it comes down to it, when we're cooking our food, and and whether it be a pantry, whether it be a dine-in, look, there's lots of loves from the chef coming through, right?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
But like everything, when you go to buy something, you're never buying a product, you're buying the feeling.
Oh.
It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Yeah,
but you can buy.
I get that. I get you 100%. The thing is, you've been two strong people, especially Lee. He loves doing his spits. We both smoke our own meat.
Yeah.
So, you're like, oh, I can do that, man. I can do lamb. There's no way you can do.
I can't do that lamb.
You know, so even though that the flavour's there, it's a testament to the kitchen and yourselves.
Absolutely.
What comes out of it?
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Absolutely.
That's super. And on that, who comes up with all the ideas?
So look, it's a shared thing. I mean, you've got to always be looking, eyes open for, for what's next, what things are coming
The
up.
next special
We've
ingredient.
also got some extremely talented people.
Yep.
Now, there's, we've got a leadership group, but we've got nearly between here, Berwick, Circa, we've got about 170 staff.
Oh wow!
So
that's quite a lot. Yeah.
And in that staff, there are amazingly talented people. And it's all about giving them an opportunity as well. So we've had, menu items come on from, staff who brought in a special, working through them.
Yeah.
So it is, look, it's a collaboration of everybody coming together.
Yep.
But it also too is us also being, critical of then what comes out. There's you can't just be, that's really nice, well done, Lee, you've done a great job, fantastic, I don't want to hurt your feelings. That's got to be balanced with constructive criticism to make it a better product. And if it's not where it needs to be, it's an opportunity for them to grow and get it to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
So,
One thing I love about what you just said then was that you got a leadership group. So it's a well-oiled machine. It's like a soccer team. Yeah. You got your director of football, CEO, and Shanika's and Circa. Got the same thing.
Yeah.
Which reflects in the
Johnny, that's why it works so well.
That's what I'm saying.
Seriously, it works so well.
Yeah, well, we've been around the block a few times too, boys. Berwick's been there for 38 years.
Yep.
We've had Pakenham for 18.
Yep.
Circa, that grew during COVID. We're supposed to open the start of 2021.
Yep.
We all know what happened there.
Yep.
So for the first real 6 to 8 months of Circa's life, it was in lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still here. And it's just, it hasn't even, it's doing some amazing things, but there's some amazing things to come. As the boys, Nick and James, they do an amazing job down there.
Yep.
So,
You're revolutionising it all.
So,
It's stood the test of time.
Yeah.
Like you said before, you've been in Pakenham since what, 07?
Yep, 07.
How many venues have opened in Pakenham since 2007? And unfortunately, they haven't quite made it. Now, obviously, it's not, for a plethora of reasons, but for you to last the distance and keep going, it's a testament to you, the partners, and the staff.
Absolutely.
Because then you can't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
And every bite of the food you have on that plate, you did taste the passion.
Yeah.
And the love.
It was love.
Yeah.
Straight up.
We love coming here.
We do.
So, and I said earlier, if you're out there to impress that loved one, the other place you can come.
This is where you bring them.
Because they've done half the job for you.
Hey, look, we've had quite a few proposals here.
Yeah.
But even working at Shanika's, I'm one of the many who met their partner here and
Oh wow.
have
Yeah,
married.
that's right. Yep.
Yeah. Got two kids now.
Got girls, got twin girls.
Two twins.
They're Shanika's babies along with a plethora of others.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Are they in the kitchen as well?
no, not quite yet. But they're in the home kitchen. They do a great job.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
And another good thing is, I feel like we've grown up with you. Like
He's a
we
brother.
met you very young. You were young.
yeah, I didn't have as many greys either.
I had no grades.
I had hair.
He had hair.
Well, look, it's funny you should say that, right? Because Nino and Robbie are the same.
Yeah.
Damien, Jamie.
Yep.
Then you've got our kitchen partners. And their journeys who have literally. They've all been here. I think the minimum person's been here probably 15 years within the partnership group.
Wow.
That's
just unheard of.
And we've got Sandy, who's been here since the second week that Berwick first opened in 1987.
Wow.
So we've all grown up here.
Yeah.
We've grown up with the people. It's great, and this is where I say it's you don't just buy the food, you buy a feeling, or you don't buy a product, you buy a feeling. Right. And that is part of, it's cool to say that's what people also get. They get the fact that when they came in, 20, 30 years ago, or whether they're coming in tomorrow for the next 10, 15 years, they're going to grow like almost with us as well,
of course.
and that's where the feeling of making people feel like they're coming home.
Yeah.
That's ultimately from the front. That's what we're trying to achieve.
I don't doubt that for a minute.
You know.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So
for
you touch a base about your family, the Shanika's family. If someone's interested in joining that family, what's the best way of approaching?
Oh, look, we look at the front. We have a QR code where you can pop your resume in. We always welcome people with open arms. When it comes down to it, hey, we will love you and take care of you, and we'll grow you. But we expect a lot.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to it, we haven't been here for this long. Because we accept mediocrity. It's not the case.
Well, you're not Mackies or Hungry Jacks, are you?
Yeah. Well, look, and
you only accept excellence.
Well, that's it, you know.
And that's what we expect every time we come here.
Yeah.
It's going to be excellent.
But you're only as good as your team.
Yeah.
You really
And the
are.
staff know.
That's right.
Good enough's not good enough. If you look at something and go, that's good enough, well, it's not.
Yeah.
So do you
I love
enter
that.
yourself into any awards, restaurants, or anything like that?
Yeah, we do. So, part of the Restaurant and Catering Association of Australia. So, we nominated again for the Best Italian Restaurant, sort of informal in Victoria, Tasmania. So we're a finalist again this year.
Again?
So we've so the last 2 years we've won the informal Italian dining best restaurant for
in Victoria
and Tasmania.
Best restaurant in Victoria, guys.
For informal Italian dining.
Yeah,
which is great. And that's where we pride ourselves on that.
Yeah.
You know, we're not we're a place of high service casual dining, but some people think casual dining is fast service and you know what I mean. No, the service is up, the food is up.
Yeah.
We're a place that you can feel comfortable to come in and have a bowl of pasta and a garlic bread, or we're the place that you can feel comfortable to come and bring, your most special occasion, or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So we can cater and adapt to both, and we can be both.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And I touched base earlier about the food. What I love about it, you could be here 2, 3, 4 years ago, and if the item on the menu is gone, but you got the ingredients, you're more than happy to cook it for them.
Absolutely.
So you will cater for everything in a possible way possible.
Well, absolutely.
I'll go back to what you said earlier, that you all started at Clover Cottage.
Yep.
And then you started with the Berwick team.
Yep.
If you've been doing hospitality, what would you be doing?
Plumber.
Yeah, it's probably driving my wife nuts. Because I'll be home more at night. Look, it'd have to be a service industry of some sort. That's my jam. I love the service of others. Is I don't want to sound silly or anything like that, but I love serving others. I love getting the best out of them. I've said a few times. I've been lucky enough to be asked about my journey. Yeah. But over the years, my favourite part has been seeing the staff grow and having an opportunity to be a part of that. And I've said it plenty of times. Yeah. We've got staff who've started from the age of 16 all the way, up into their adulthood. All of a sudden now they've finished school, going to uni, getting married, having kids. Yeah. We've genuinely been part of those journeys. Yeah. And it's cool. Yeah. It's cool to be a part of that, And
makes you feel good to watch them.
So you're not just a workplace. You are a family.
We are.
Facilitate growth.
And I say, and one of the things that I say to all our managers is that you're not here just to lead them in the workplace and tell them how to go about their workplace jobs. Yeah. You're there to lead them and be someone for them as their growth to become an adult.
A little bit of a life coach.
No, it is, because and you've got to and make sure you're setting that example within your own self, because all these people are going to look to you. Yeah. So be that example for them. You got a 16-year-old. We all know what we were like when we were 16, right? Yep. We've got those kids coming through. It's part of our social responsibility to help them learn how to participate in an adult environment and in an adult world. Because as soon as you finish year 12, the worst thing to happen to you isn't a detention.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot more going on out there.
Yeah. And you say to us, when you leave school, enjoy it. Because once it's over, it's over.
That's it.
And having kids to go, no.
I'd kill to go back, John. I'd kill to go back.
Absolutely, love to. Best time of my life.
Detention, you get your work done.
Yeah, sweet. Cool.
Well,
I shouldn't say that.
I know that you're very, very busy.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate you taking time.
Yeah,
to sit
thanks,
down
guys.
with us, and thank you very much.
Thanks for the challenge today, boys.
We've had a super time.
Good.
Two last things.
Yeah.
If you're not dining at Shanika's, where are you dining?
Okay,
Oh,
so
good question.
look, one of my favourite restaurants, over the time has been a place called Cicconi's in Flinders Lane.
Okay.
in the city.
Yep.
Yeah.
So have very much enjoyed that. Mauro does a wonderful job up the hill in Gembrook.
Yeah.
With the Independent does a great job. And look for something super special. Look, Oh My in Beaconsfield.
Yeah.
Like they, I tell you what, we've got a great relationship with the boys. They do a wonderful job. And a very, and I know I've sort of mentioned a few places here,
Okay.
but
Carry
a
on.
very honourable mention, which you guys should really go and check out, is 3806, the brewery in Berwick.
I think we will.
We will. Definitely
We will.
looking forward to that.
And we'll drop your name, so hopefully.
Oh, for
There
sure.
you go. They might not let you in. Who knows? But
They see you coming.
Pale Ale is
as
always
well.
a good one. So
Love it.
there's some great places to go.
Thanks for the suggestions.
So, a few more last things. Favourite drink?
Look, I'm a glass of red,
Yeah.
or don't mind myself a little Tom
Capsule
Collins.
Shiraz?
No, I'm probably a Shiraz.
Yeah.
Man, love a
Okay.
Tom Collins if I'm gonna
Yeah.
be drinking a cocktail though.
Yeah.
Love a gin.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's my
Yum.
jam.
Favourite item on your menu?
Okay, funny.
Your favourite.
You should ask this, because we were having a conversation the other day, staff and I, about your last meal on Earth.
Oh, yeah.
What would it be?
That's
and I could never.
funny.
So did we.
And I could never answer that question until I had a marinara olive oil the other week,
Yeah.
and I said, "All right, I think I've
This is
got
it.
it.
A
All right,
marinara olive oil.
olive oil, marinara, touch of chili with garlic."
And that's on your menu?
That is an old dish again.
Yeah.
All you need to do.
But
is
we can
ask for
ask.
it.
We need to ask.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Quite funny because you mentioned about your last meal. She
Sure.
said, if I was getting hung tomorrow
Yeah.
and this is my last meal,
We're coming to
Take me.
Shanika's. We actually said, we'll come to Shanika's last meal, don't
take
we?
me, that's it. Be
Well,
God happy.
well, hopefully the surprises we've got.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're the ones I give you then,
Yeah.
boys. So.
It wouldn't have mattered.
So, locals, that was it. Nigel, one of the partners here in Shanika's Pakenham. So, what we're going to do now, jump in, have some of this amazing food, and we'll bring it to you on Sunday at 7 p.m. Thank you very much for watching.
Thanks, guys.
See you soon.
See you guys.